Alright, I should be able to not hear the reverb, etc. Welcome to the stream. Alright, chat. What a week, right? What a week indeed. And it is finally... Oh yeah. Before I begin, hello to Canto20 in the chat, and also Plaz. And yeah, what a week indeed. And yeah, I'm just stalling for time, so that Cabell has fallen. Billions must go best pro shop. Exactly. I'm trying to get the game for the stream to run. It's buffering in the background. Do not worry. Alright. Now, if I get the cropping right... Yep. Alright. We're basically set to go. Yes, and I'm gonna crack open another save. But since this is gonna be a fishing run, I'm gonna name myself the Fishing Lad. And yes, the age of fish has come. The pyramid must rise again. And I'm gonna try to run it on normal. We're gonna be having some fun. Gonna be playing some Vigia, and fun will be had. Near automata? What about far automata? Well, frankly, I prefer the medium distance automata. Yep. Like going back to my it auto post. I'll just yeah, I need to decrease the volume. It's kind of distracting me, so yeah, just a little bit. But yeah, going back to my previous tangent. This has been quite a busy week for me. I mean, I've now that the part 1 of the Crossbone saga is out, I started working on the older video requests more. So as you can see, I've already popped out the guide for the Almighty Zuda. Of course, the only thing that's almighty about the mob suit is the speed that it can achieve when playing Freebird on full volume, and of course the anti-ship rifle. The armor not so much, especially in full boost before the low cost things got buffed. And yeah, it's been quite a long, great week. Gonna be. I mean, fish and speedrun, that could be fun. And yeah, on top of having a copy of Nier Automata, I got real cozy. Got myself a bottle of my favorite country-specific sugary caffeinated drink, which is not Coke. It has even more caffeine, and it doesn't melt your teeth. So yeah, there's that. And of course, I wanted to treat myself as by the end of the week, after some decently done hard work, I even got myself a can of pineapple chunks. Yeah, there's that to look forward to. Hopefully you won't mind me cracking open the can on stream, but yeah, who knows. And yeah, we're gonna be doing some fishing. Gonna play the robot game and get some fish. Of course, yes, fish ending speedrun. And yeah, I'm in case you don't know, I'm running a single monitor setup, so if I'm a little late, checking on the chat, then that's on me, okay? That is completely on me, and feel free to call me silly if you so desire. Anyways, we're getting some near the Toho automata, also known as what if you fought a QBLA but the projectiles were twice as slow? And yeah. Oh no! Oh my, literally saving Private Ryan but with big booty robots. Oh my, whatever shall I do? Yeah, if you missed the Wednesday stream, I probably brought up the fact that I've also I also got myself into some programming, because thing is the current job market where I am isn't that ideal when it comes to free spots for unskilled labor, so might as well skill myself up, right? Yeah, I would call this a productive week, honestly. Like, I know that, there's things off screen that you probably don't get to see, but yeah, personally I'd call this a fairly productive week. And, I'm glad that I got myself some time to stream on another day than Wednesday, so that even the rest of the US bros gets to watch this stream. And yeah, I'm just gonna try and finish fighting these robots. I'm gonna go and check on the chat, and yeah, I even did the bare minimum for less streamers, which I often forgot to do, i.e. make notes. Because yeah, I'm rather infamous for winging it, and then the streams being a little mixed bag, where one stream it's like, yeah, I have a decent string of things to rant about, to talk about, to crack jokes about, and at the same time there's there were days when I was like, if I were to use as a fishing metaphor, I was like a dead pike, just chilling onto the beach. Well, chilling on the beach, yeah. Sorry. Grammar. And grammar does not work when fighting robots, but yeah. It is time. Yep. Got 8 hours left of my shift. Whoa! I mean, sounds like my editing shift. Like my editing shift, honestly. And yeah, I shall crack open a cold one. Once I pass the factory stage. When we get to fishing, just for well, partially because I really love canned pineapple, but obviously for the sake of immersion, I shall of course. Oh, I can't do the super special things. Anyways, as I was saying, for the sake of immersion, I shall also crack open a cold one with the boys. Obviously I ain't cracking open a beer, cause I'm the type that I probably brought it up earlier, but I'm on one of the previous streams, but I'm the type that drinks rather sparingly. It's like every once in a while, almost like either once a month at most, and things like that. So it is. And thing is, I already I already drank the Le Beverage of the Month, because yesterday there was a bit of a family party, so I got I got myself, well, I poured myself a fine cup of some fine Cuba Libre. Well, turns out I'm not much of a rum guy, but yeah, was it definitely tasted interesting. 'Cause I mean, I did try to make one for myself a little bit earlier, but at that time I was still on my pain meds because I had my toe fucked up. So yeah, it was time for Cuba Libre, and I found out that nah, it's like it could either be the fact that I used a specific type of rum, not the usual mass-produced sort. I mean, it could be many factors. Personally, I don't. I'm not necessarily a fan of Coke, given that I already have my non-alcoholic, sugary, carbonated drink, which happens to have caffeine. Well, caffeine. Crap. Yeah. Caffeine. Yeah. So, and now we're gonna be learning some controls because I mean, this ain't my first run of Nier, like, by any means, and you know, Nier is one of those games that I kind of have to force myself to find some time for, because when I don't, I'll just eat the rest of my afternoon, no matter what. It's kind of like Guren's Greed for me. It's the type of game that I really enjoy playing, and therefore I must prevent myself from playing it so that I don't spend the rest of the week just hooked onto it. If you catch my drift. And yeah, got some gun robots. Gonna be using some spinning, hacking, and slashing. And when I get to the next area, I'll do the usual chat checkup. Anyways, now we have a minimap. And yeah. You know what? I guess you've probably guessed from the SD Gundam G Next video. I have like about a month ago, maybe a month and a half, I started getting into the Super Famicom Gundam games. But the thing is, I know one fellow that I sometimes watch, who I'm on fairly amicable terms with, who usually plays a lot of stuff for Super Nintendo. So I wanted to get him to hop in to the usual co-pilot chair. But I'm still gonna have to ponder that idea, because look at me, I may not seem like it, but I'm a walking, talking Pierre Hazard. Not because I'd be, prone to doing dumb shit, but because I mean, I'm fairly blatant about, my ire towards things like copyright, or the notion that one has to be constantly plugged into late current things. So well, I mean, the fella in question ain't the type that would mind, but it's like you know, the internet crazies are internet crazies, so I'm not sure. Not sure whether it would be a thing that would set them off, and I don't want to basically drag some some others into some other people into the clusterfuck. So yeah, but if I get to it, I uh, I might get the fellow on the stream, and it would be fun to play something like SD Gundam G next, or maybe I could play one of the games he plays. And I mean, I probably wouldn't want to try a Kaizo just yet, because that seems to be a headache and a half when it comes to platforming. But yeah, definitely something I want to keep on my radar. Because I mean, personally, I think that doing collabs is fun. I mean, when I did that Gundam vs Zeta Gundam tier list with Midnight Hatter, that was a lot of fun, because I mean, we were both blatantly aware about the fact that both of us are blatantly biased towards some units, like me putting Egg Guy in A tier, because A for Egg Guy. Besides, Egg Guy is the glorious Egg Guy. It's a fine machine from a less civilized age. Anyways, yep, been a while since I've played. Net psychosis is a 100% a thing that nobody acknowledges. Exactly, Plaz. I mean, I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to read it as Plaz or, whether it's... Because, I mean, I know that in some European languages, people read it as Plaz, and, which means reptile and Czech. And, in Slovak as well. I do... despite living in the middle of bumfuck nowhere Europe, I still have a decent repertoire of languages that I can kind of speak. Like, I'm more than fluent in English. It's just just my usual autistic speech patterns that kind of impede like my ability to stay super eloquent, and of course my desire not to be eloquent sometimes. But it's that's another thing. I did study Spanish for a couple of years in high school, so there's that. I know a few phrases in the AK-47 speak. I used to know a few phrases in the Kraut speak. I know a little bit of Japanese, but I haven't studied in a while. I haven't practiced a lot. So my current source of knowledge is basically just me looking up the various pieces of UI and flavor texts and things like JP only games. Though I do have quite a repertoire of phrases where I could, at least like hello, goodbye. I know just a little bit of Japanese, but that's alright. I can more or less converse, and there's things that I can say, in that language, and I can do it so pretty well. And of course, just for shit posting and for being able to you know just for shit post purposes, I've also tried learning a few phrases in Hebrew. Because I mean, oddly enough, like a lot of those are used by people who don't speak the language, and in sort of like more informal settings, like the mistletoes and stuff like that. But anyways, I'm gonna brawl with this guy, and after doing so, okay, I do not like this top-down camera. Oh my, the Toho. Well, this is not a Toho moment, to be fair, but yeah, the bullet hell sequence begins. Oddly enough, I do not own that many bullet hell games. I mean, I do have my nuclear throne, I do have my gungeon, but aside from that, and technically near automata, I don't necessarily have a ton of those games on hand. Though I mean, I wouldn't mind acquiring some either uh, via methods that are usually perceived to be legitimate, or the usual swashbucklery, which I do happen to approve of, but but I digress. I got the pronunciation spot on. I have not retained a single thing from learning Yep, exactly. Those two. Alright, piracy is morally correct. That is also one of my... I do share that opinion. However, it's one of the things that I'm possibly worried about, the more PG-13 people that I tend to associate with, I don't want them to get catch flag for my stuff. Which I mean, suffice to say, if one would ask, for example, what I think would be the best way to counter to counteract certain measures pertaining to surveillance, I would probably insert in such a way where somebody would probably assume that I am fat posting, which I am not. I unironically think that certain bad things have to happen to certain people who like to spy on people, so that there is no more spying on people. But yeah, that's completely... that's a whole nother tangent. Okay, can I... yeah. Yeah, I can technically stop that. Anyways, going back to, the summary of the week, technically speaking, yesterday has been a very significant day in quite a few regards. Well, aside from it being Char's birthday, November 17th, in case the chat doesn't know, it's also this day is also a national holiday in quite a few European countries. Which, coincidence? I think not. Did they know about the red comet? Oh, okay, so all I have to do is to just dodge, basically run witch time, because this is a platinum game, you know.
Target enemy detected.
Oh my, I wonder what that is. That's right, the Crane Man. The Crane Man. Yeah, sorry, I can't do a pitch perfect impression of the old Skeletor. I am sorry.
I am sorry, I can only do Kermit and a few more others, but I do suck at doing my Skeletor impressions.
But yeah, hopefully I should get to working on getting shit done and getting getting fish caught. All right, so I'm chipping away at the boss. I wonder what he'll do next. Oh, shit. I thought that the dodge window would be bigger, but holy shit. Okay. I did not foresee the... Okay. I'm probably gonna... Yeah, I got a little rusty. I usually just tank for the whole, for this whole fight, so, I'm not used to using my monkey brain. However, I actually parried that, I guess. Okay, can I fly around? Oh, good. Boom! I almost got that. Yeah, the dodge windows are not generous enough, in my humble opinion. Especially when I misjudge the direction in which I should be jumping, but well, that is I am here to fumble and fish, and I'm all out of fish. Oh, nice uppercut. Okay, what are you gonna do, chat? Whoa. Okay. Is left hook coming in next? Of course not. We're actually just gonna be getting the robot crane jump scare. Alright, Optimus. Enough is enough. Game, please let me play something else. Okay, where did I get stuck again? Yep. Oh, now he's hacking in. Nice. Hacking the mainframe. Alright, you know, chat, speaking of fishing, funnily enough, I didn't get into it like too recently. It must have been like in like middle school, maybe, when I first got into fishing. You know, parents tried to make some super epic trip to a more rural spot. Well, unfortunately, they booked it in a way where it intersected with one of my buddy's birthday parties, but yeah, I had to go there, which I wasn't too buzzed about it, but it is what it is. I had to see his bitch and eventually, so I did, and yeah, after that, I you know there were some large holes in the ground at the fine establishment near the rural area. Dug out and filled with water, which had fish, and so yes, Niners is a good boy, and so I mean I was basically given a rod, and my dad told me like go go, you should try this, and so I caught my very first rainbow trout, and then five more. Probably the biggest one I caught was like 40 centimeters. Well, that's how much is that in burger units? It's you know, I definitely want to know. I might 1 inch is about 2.5 centimeters. A foot is about 12 inches, right? I think so.
Flight unit. Command 677 received. Usage rights transferred from 9S to 2B. Requesting acknowledgement.
Anyhow, various measurement stuff aside, back to the game I shall go. And as an aside, you speaking of the summary of the week, I also managed to. Like, today was pretty productive as well, all things considered. I mean, I got some more scripts done. If anyone cares for that for some reason, I also what was it? Oh no! Okay, I don't just then then I was on like then I was on a 2-hour drive just through the highway, which was fun. I wouldn't say I dislike driving. It's definitely fun, but sometimes I hate it whenever it becomes a routine, or whenever it starts to feel like it. Like when it's especially when I have to park a lot because uh, thing is different models have different clutch pedals, and the one that I ran in the usual driving school courses had a very good clutch pedal. You could do a fairly decent job just solely with that, but the model I drove it's not too egregious, but it definitely something where you kind of have to add some more gas to either go up the hill or through a slight grassy incline. So yeah, I guess it's a force of habit, or basically muscle memory, which is also one of the reasons why I'm fairly decent with mechanical pencils. But if you try and hand me a drawing tablet or something like that, I'll probably fumble a lot because I don't necessarily have a feel for the pressure. And yeah, speaking of another cutscene, so it is. Oh yeah, gotta catch up on your overviews. Oh, many thanks. That would be awesome. Also, what flavor of Euro are you? Well, I'm basically in the middle of it. Like I don't want to divulge too much because that would be planting a giant beacon right under my feet. But suffice to say, it is that one block that was that got occupied for a couple decades, and well, basically east of the Iron Curtain, but that is the most specific I can be without it. Ooh, fumbles. Yeah, fumbles. Can use this. Okay, connect to network. Why not? And yeah, save progress. Yes, and I'm gonna the fishing lad. You know, I uh, I remembered one thing that about myself that I find somewhat entertaining. Like give me a second. I need to tell the roommates to keep it down so that I can stream. I'll be right back. Where's the pause button? I think I got one. There we go. I'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. Hold my beer. I'll be right back, my boys. That's unless. Oh, and I got a very funny ping on the server. Anyway, I'll be back. All right. Now I've got less ambient noise at last. So beer holding. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some beer haul. Yeah. Thank you for holding the beer, my boys. It is a pleasure. Okay, I can hear him. Okay, good to go. Yes, yes, I know. Please tutorial. I know. Okay, can I close this? Oh yeah. Look at her, ain't she a cutie? If I'm ever asked like what video waifu, would I pick? I'd either answer with Carol Young fan from Gundam Battle Master, Cause that one, you know, it's a high gawk piloting tomboy merc, you know, with a fairly sizable chest and no qualms about killing people. And of course to be, but not not too set on it. And yeah, thank you for returning the beer. Okay, anyways, it is time to do the most egregious sin in RPGs, i.e., trying to speed through all the talking sequences because I I do not care for them. Talking sequences in Vigia are shallow and pedantic, and they just they insist upon themselves. Uh, you know, I don't watch Family Guy too much, but that's a phrase that I absolutely dig. It was shallow and pedantic, and it insisted upon them. Well, and it insisted upon itself. You know. Anyways, all right. So we got some more of Far Automata. You know, not to be confused with Near Cry 7, which yeah. Speak of Near Cry 7, I got no hopes for the nearest Far Cry. like, I wouldn't even call it a hot take. It's that that the last serviceable Far Cry entry was 5. It had some lackluster story things, such as forcing you to basically fill up a gauge, and then it would just yank you off of whatever you were doing. That felt a little that felt a little awkward, but at the very least, hold up. Okay, I need to check. So for some reason the screen cropping was a little weird, and there's a non-zero chance that I've accidentally cropped the bottom of the screen. But whenever I pause it, the the bottom gets cropped. So yeah. Perhaps the game has gaslit me into thinking it's not cropped, well, when it is. I will now not know for sure, but anyways, that is semi-irrelevant. If it's too egregious, just let me know. I'll go fix it. Oh crap! Okay, do I have any heals? Of course I don't. Oh shit! And I got zapped. However, it's not ain't too bad. I shall return. And yeah, funny thing, I do have during the GGen World stream, I brought up that there was a there was some kind of a local tabloid mag, which I go to uni on weekends, so well, usually I have this weekend off, but long story short, I found a local tabloid mag where one columnist actually found he discovered the blap 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 meme. And it is very funny to see journalists meet memes, because they're so hilariously out of touch. Oh, but that one article gave me a laugh, and if it wasn't like if the publication in question wasn't so well country specific, I would have probably popped it up on the screen already. But you know, I don't necessarily want to basically put a beacon right under my feet. You know, that's definitely not something I'd, I'd ever aspire to do. But anyway, on topic of you know prints that I read, you know, fairly recently I since you know I'm subscribed to a local firearms magazine, so you know I keep myself updated on the freedom sticks because freedom sticks are cool because they're I mean is there any more to add than freedom sticks are cool? Yeah, I suppose not.
Target location acquired. Marking on map.
Can I
Proceed to target location.
no I can't get the health pickups but anywho this time it's about time I actually speed read this thing. So yeah, going back to it, there's been some sort of an article where apparently, you know, I don't have no source to confirm this since, as I said, I got it from a local Freedom Sticks magazine as opposed to you know some source, but apparently there's something like something called uh, airbows or something like that, uh, which is basically you know air guns that shoot arrows, and apparently they're getting quite big in the states. And I know one fellow from I know the Kentucky man, and the Kentucky man said that isn't that shit just harpoons? And I mean, fair enough, but I'm I still want to know whether you know whether it's like an actual amount of whether there's an actual uptick on the market or just a momentary trend that got noticed. And I mean, either way, that seems really neat. Now that I think about it, like a an airgun that shoots arrows. You know, I mean, it's yes, it is technically just a just the softcore harpoon, but yeah, it's pretty badass nonetheless.
Marking on map.
Yes, a game I would like to save and you know fill up my health. Is there? Oh, there's the saving station. And so let the fishing commence. Oh. Oh no, hello local sheriff get denied on purchasing freedom seeds because where I live is cacked. Oh no. That's a shame. I mean
Map data obtained from bunker. Data may be displayed.
where I live there's you know certain freedom stick laws that are They're fairly decent, fairly loose, not too restrictive. But then you run into the usual silliness. Like oddly enough, when it comes to laws overall, it's definitely more loose than the stuff that you got in the states. I mean, assuming that you're from the states, because I mean, we can have SBRs, we can have AOWs. There ain't nobody going into to basically shoot our dog and do bad things to us if our guns are too short. But at the same time, it's not as good as in a few other European countries where they're like completely okay with suppressors, which that's something that I would definitely want to have in where I live. Because I mean, suppressors are nice. They I know they kind of decrease round velocity, but and sometimes may impede accuracy. But at the same time, just being able to get a 22, then put a suppressor on it, and then not having to, you know, run for the headphones just because you don't want your eardrums blown is definitely something that I'd want more of. Oh look, that looks like a sardine. But yeah, it is Bass Pro shopping time. We are finally fishing. Yeah, I should probably go and save so that I can finally go catch some. Okay. Oh no, the woman on the radio wants to know what the weather is. It she into us or am I missing something? I mean, I do have the tism, so I wouldn't rule anything. Yeah, but oh, finally, the female is gone, and we shall resume our fishing. Background. The fuck? Background checks on ammo. Dude, that. Yeah, I can't imagine. Has to be awful. Okay, time to eat the fish. We ate the fish. Okay, why can't I eat the fish? Oh, I have to catch the small one, and in the normal form. All right. I mean, it is fishing time after all. And once we unlock the desert, we could all right. How about we retrieve it so that we get buffs and stuff. And now it is fishing time. Every few fish I'll oh yeah, now that I mention it, it is indeed fishing time, so it's about time I get my can of pineapple chunks. I'm gonna munch on it, though I'm not gonna be too loud about it, cause I mean, being loud about munching on something while transmitting audio through internet is definitely a no. It's a fairly simple thing. And while I'm opening the can, I'm also fishing. Who said a man couldn't multitask? Okay, let's see. It's going up and down, but it hasn't sunk yet, so that's odd. I probably threw it in the wrong depth. But, yeah, now my priority is to get the can opened. Okay. Get the lid off, and hopefully I won't put any. Okay, I gotta get myself a handkerchief so that I can. Alright, so. The lid is clean, and now. Let's have a nice little sip. Ah, much better. Yes, consume fish. I shall consume fish, but let's see. Is there a nicer spot? I think there should be a nicer spot. Which, you know. If I find myself a nice and tranquil area. Okay. I mean, that robot had it coming, but that's besides the point. Let's find a nice little shadow. It's shit, but I can't fish here. Oh well. I think I got a little spoiled, well, admittedly, from, being used to the fact that you could ride animals. And in this one, once you unlock a few things. But, nonetheless, I can more or less just go up to some. Okay. I hope this thing will actually let me catch stuff. Oh, another corpse. Let's retrieve it for the reward. And now it is fishing time.
Commencing fishing.
Alright. I'm gonna be chilling and fishing and eating pineapple. Which honestly describes the optimal fishing experience. You know. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the boat or a fishing rod, so I guess we're gonna have to settle for video. And hopefully I didn't mess up and is actually recording, because God knows I did have some technical fumbles. Yeah, but I should definitely go back to talking about something so that the entirety of my stream isn't just composed of me eating pineapples. Because I mean, I love pineapples, and it's I do enjoy fishing, both in video and in real life. But yeah, I don't think that that solely looking at a guy just eating, well, a guy without a face cam eating pineapple and catching digital fish would be fun. But oh, nice. Oh, sorry. The fork fell down. But we have the fish. We have the super special fish that we can do the fish ending with. We have achieved the fishness at last. And now all we gotta do is to blow these fuckers open. Booyah. Got him. Another terminal. Gonna quick save it. Yep. A living pig with a fission, and the pineapple, yes, indeed, is tasty. But anyway, among other things that I actually managed to do this week is that, as some of you may know, and as some of you may not know, I actually have a side gig where I edit edit videos for a guy, and he's also a Gundam aficionado, just like me. So yeah, apparently some fellow paid him to review Mobile Suit Gundam Seed of Destiny. So yeah, that's gonna be a fun ride. Cause I mean, he's got a pretty decent sense of humor. You know, cracks some pretty fine jokes. Like it was it was very funny when he's like, "Sure, lad, we're gonna have to review Seed Destiny," and I skimmed the whole thing, thinking he's like, "Oh, is the new Freedom out?" Well, turns out it wasn't. It was just Destiny, and yeah. Long story short, he then like messages me during the week, like, "You gotta do an edit." I'm like, "Okay, why not? Let's get to it. Let's crack some eggs and shiver some fucking timbers. Let's go." What's the skinny? And apparently, if you recall, in Sea Destiny, there's one purple-haired sleazebag from from Orb, which tries to make he tries to force Cagali to marry him, and the funny thing was that in I think episode 25 or so, he he's seen holding a body pillow, but it doesn't have any sort of a print on it. Now the funny thing is that my boss told me to go go make it transparent, you know, make it a see-through thing so that I can basically Photoshop things onto it. And so I did, and yeah, I'm not gonna spoil too much because when it's out, you're definitely gonna have a laugh. Because I mean, I made a couple of variations for the edit. I managed to Photoshop. Oh, I managed to add things like various animal traps, etc. Because I mean, the task was to basically edit something onto the pillow for it to make make the character seem like a lame person with shitty taste, like just like the the character was in the show. So first I went with Asuna from Sword Art Online, of course, and then then I took some kind of a body pillow design featuring the Shaorism, because purple hair, Garma. That makes sense. Yeah, that was definitely fun. I also managed to watch the Boogie documentary, the one that a lot of people talk about nowadays, the 55-minute one. 'Cause, I mean, admittedly, I do sometimes keep up with the usual lol cow shit, which might or might not be good for my sanity, but I don't I don't necessarily tend to live. Well, I don't necessarily tend to leave those things live rent free in my noggin. So yeah, big trash waifu for a body pillow is a saber. Eh, technically, but then again, you always have things like lollies and that, which it's that's probably the most surefire way to make one seem well to seem like a redditor. If you got lollies on your daki, then obviously that's pretty Chris Hansen worthy. Oh, that makes you a cringe lord, not a nonce. Being a nonce makes you a nonce, which that's at least my standard. But anyways, please disregard the fact that I do own a body pillow, and please also additionally disregard the fact uh, that I do own a body pillow cover featuring 2B. Nuh-uh, there is nothing to see here. Oh, anyways, I'm gonna check on the chat. So, speaking of lolcows, the spirit science guy got stabbed, and now he's releasing a series of rap videos. Interesting. I mean, I do I do keep up with like a very small amount of shenanigans pertaining to internet crazy. So yeah, the possibility is there that such a thing is going on. I mean, going back to the going back to the like boogie documentary thing. Yep. I don't know. It's like he didn't necessarily it's not as fun as as what as looking at Wings' shenanigans, because Boogie stuff is just sad.
Complete.
Like when it comes to people like Warski, Ralph, or some could even argue that Chris, but to an extent, I'd personally say, there's one could say that to a to a degree they tend to bring such stuff upon themselves, but you know, then there's cases like Boogie where it's like you give a man with poor impulse control and several pathologic tendencies, clout, and money, and yeah, he's gonna destroy himself, and it's not gonna be funny. It's just gonna be, you know, it's gonna be like somewhat tragic too. I admittedly am not that much of a bleeding heart to care much about the fate of people on the internet. Like, of course, I do care about people who are my buddies, but when it's like some rando guy or some pundit or some local, in that case I don't care much. Anyways, I think I should also try and looking into what plugin chips do I have available. So let's see, all chips. Okay, do I have any good ones? Okay, how much money do I have? Oh, 8K. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to get myself a self-heal thing, which, yeah, getting a self-heal chip is definitely good. Okay, so, can I help? Yes, shop. Now, I'll sell. I'm gonna sell the fish, except for the killifish, because those are uh, those are gonna come in handy. And now, okay, where? I hope it's in this one. +8 storage, I guess. Now, where's the self-healing thing? Because I don't wanna spend a couple of grand on repair kits as I do so. So yeah, let's see. Supply trader. Okay, nothing new. What's that gun? Is that an STG-44? Nice. Very nice. They got a decent taste. Okay, which one is the one that actually sells chips? Crap. It's lame. 'Cause I wanna... Oh, yeah, that one's still stuck in that quest. So, yeah, I tried to do the little trick with with the skirt exploding, which, you know, fuck it, I can afford the repair kits anyway. So, kaboom, and now now we have a heavily improved fishing experience, if I dare say so myself. And I mean, we could go venture out and you know, go to the desert pond. That's also a good good hotspot for fishing. Though that one has a lot of large and oily fish. Which, yeah, why not? Let's go. Let's get going. Alright, so on this spot, what am I supposed to get? Map mode, supply traders request, weapon dealers request. Okay, let's go for the weapon dealers request. You know, there's probably things that were supposed to spawn in there, but they didn't, and so I have to make my way through the urban landscape while you get to look at Toby's awesome cheeks. You are welcome. You know, the Android booty is glorious, indeed. So yeah, there's a spot that I visited the last time, so that's nice. Well, that one and that one to smithereens, and yeah, there we go. A spot that we can jump off of. Well, technically, yep. I think I actually found the way, because I'm supposed to just jump up here, and yeah, right in there.
This is the place that weapons trader was talking about. Uh-oh. I'm picking up unseen life forms.
And yeah, before I get too immersed in the fight, you know, I like the last time last week, I was at the uni, obviously, and as such, you know, I was yeah, I was studying, and thing is, the field I'm studying usually has a lot to do with both ludology and game theory and things of that nature. So the funny thing was that there was a task where we had to sort certain things into categories. The whole class was split into multiple groups. Each of us had to name a different form of media. Like I was in the group with books, and I of course, me being me, I picked the book Clockwork Orange because I do like that book, honestly. For some people it's they call it Edge Fest because it's admittedly a black comedy, with a lot of fucked up things going on, and of course, the main character getting their noggin scrambled to a to a degree where one could start waving the Geneva Convention around and being like, no, oh no, you shouldn't do that. Well, yeah, one shouldn't, but you know what? Yeah. Okay, and we got some more fish, so let's quick save and let's do the fish thing. I mean, I'm guessing that fellers in the chat probably waited a long time for the. Oh, come on! Why can't I eat the fish yet? God fucking damn it. Oh well. I guess I'll just, turn in the quest. So that I can. Oh yeah, and the robot cheeks are actually, are actually moist. Which I am definitely not. No, shit. What do you think? Why do you think that I'm an ass man? I mean, I'm a fires man, but it's like, oh yeah, weapons. Is there any? I could upgrade this thing, but yeah. Let's go quick save. Let's check the map mode. Supply traders request. That should be. I think there should be a spot where I finally get to venture out into the desert, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Oh, it's 5:31. Nice. We're about hour and a half through the stream. I still have notes. Yes, I made notes. Notes and high energy shirt light apparently makes for a fairly decent stream material, so I guess I'll just run with it. Why not? Yeah, why do I have only one weapon? It's about time I rectify that. Let's go bring that little piece of scrap from the factory. And there should be a decent road to desert. Yep, let's get to it. And yeah, I'm definitely not using this opportunity to take a sip of pineapple juice. No, you didn't. You definitely didn't hear me take a big fat sip. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, I hope you're. I hope you're having a decent time. Watching this Saturday stream, which for some of you it might be oh yeah, it could be Saturday. I'm uh, I'm fairly sure it is either Saturday or almost Saturday in most time zones. Let's quick save. I'm gonna get the big sword. And after I do so, I should probably, let's see. It's not here. Why is it not here? I mean, I'm pretty sure it was, the big sword was laying somewhere around here. Which, oh, that's on. Oh, there we go. Found it. Now I gotta see whether it actually shows me the fishing spots. It's also an important part of the game, of course.
Okay, that's everything the supply trader asked for.
Okay, we got all the
These chores are a real pain in the butt.
all the supplies I need, and hopefully they'll give me something for displaying fishing locations, so I don't have to run around aimlessly hoping that the water is just deep enough. Oh well. There's more excuses to sip on the glorious, glorious pineapple juice. And yeah. As an aside, you know, I would never cease to find one thing funny, and that's the fact that while I do somewhat look down on people who are just stuck with their TV, and just consuming whatever, and I'm like, nah, it's le bad. I do not care for this. The news are shallow and pedantic, and they insist too much upon themselves. And then I crack open, well, not crack open. Then I open up the Bird app, since yeah, I do have an account on the horrid Bird app, because it's it's a fairly decent spot for updates, posting stuff and such. Since YouTube isn't too stellar when it comes to pushing the little guys, so I'm I'm doing it most of myself. Yeah. So it's like, while I try to usually avoid the current day shitstorms and the various awful things, I still get second-hand exposure, which isn't as bad, but yeah, it's it fucking sucks. But at the very least, I'm caught up on things that somewhat mean something. Though it's not necessarily a positive thing. For example, correct me if I'm wrong, US bros, but apparently been some kind of there's been uh, some recent bill pertaining to the internet, which honestly I've skimmed a few parts of it, and it's honestly quite fucked up. you know, say what you want about the Orange Man. I'm like I personally was fairly indifferent to the fellow, but you know, at least he didn't pull these things. Then again, the way voting in certain bills works in the States is questionable at most. I mean, I doubt that the common citizen has a has a say over what the main dog shooting division that is the ATF agency uh, does about weapons. Because I mean, I like my freedom sticks. I don't like people who ban freedom sticks and who shoot dogs. But it is apparently controversial to some. But anyways. Oh, Wild West is dead. Yep. Can't get away from the bird. Oh, stream cat out? When? When? Please don't tell me the stream shit itself. During something useful. Okay. Okay. Let's hope that we are back, and let's also hope that it's just on the YouTube side, because if it's on the OBS side, then yeah, that would suck ass. Though given how schizophrenic OBS is, like it's one of the few programs aside from things that have bloaty, useless updates like CCleaner. Uh, OBS is one of the programs that I never want to update, like at all. That's one of the because I mean I know people who stream more often than I do, and well, that's a lot of people who stream often than I do. Once or twice a week is definitely gonna get trumped by by anyone who does even marginally more than that. But anyways, I always keep hearing, this new OBS update broke my stuff. This new OBS update is pretty scuffed. This new OBS update is makes the program shit itself. Is there any incentive to update when it comes to that one? Like at all? I don't know. Like personally, I ain't seeing it. It's like, oh, why would I do the thing that explicitly makes it shit itself? Not a not a very smart move, honestly. But anyways, there should, by any possible metric, there should be some sort of an oasis or something of that sorts where I can actually catch fish. So yeah, gonna try using my non-existent cartographic knowledge, and of course I'm gonna sip from my pineapple can. Yeah, that's right. I got a pint of pineapple. And yeah, gonna try and find it. Gonna be doing some more fishing in the desert. 'Cause I mean, fishing in one place, and that could be still. Honestly. So yeah, let's see. What does the map say? Map mode. Your game, please tell me where the fishing hotspot is. Okay, so I think it's right over there. I have a hunch which might prove correct, might prove wrong, but yeah, I think it's over there. So we're gonna visit that spot, and yeah, gonna get there. Yep. Yeah, I should probably also check on the chat. Because, I mean, I got my notes. I don't necessarily need to skim through all of the notes, but, you know, it's set so when, you know, when no one's talking in the chat, it's basically on me to keep it lively, so that's what I'll do. Anyways, where is... Okay, now I am confused. I am thoroughly confused as to where the damn lake is. I mean, it was supposed to be there. You know, I think I'm either getting trolled by the map or I forgot where the original spot was, but I'm pretty sure there was. Oh, okay. Now I'm stuck somewhere underground, which I mean, it could be worse, but yeah, I wanted to go fishing, but the game said no and used gravity. You know. All right, so let's see. What if I walk over there? Yeah, that thing seems vertical enough. Okay, where I am again? Where am I again? That's it's definitely something I want to ask myself. Because I think I just dragged myself to the opposite side of the map. But yeah, I think there should have been a fishing spot somewhere over here. And I keep missing it, which yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not happy about the state of events where I'm unable to find an oasis in the desert. Let's see where. That's weird. 'Cause, I mean, it should have been there, but oh well. I guess, let's just keep on exploring, because what else do we have to do? Well, do we have, you know, left to do? There's the super special cave. I know about that one, but game, can you please give me the small oasis spot which I liked, where I can fish in basically a pool of oil, which is very funny. And what makes it even more funny is the fact that you can actually catch something in that, within that. No? Okay. I guess I'll take it. And yeah, let's check on the... Oh, it kept cut out a few times. All right, I'll try and check on it, because it would be a damn shame if network. No, it should be fairly stable. I don't know. Like, honestly, I hope it's just on the YouTube end and YouTube kept shitting itself and not the OBS. Because I mean, I've had the OBS, you know, brick itself a couple times, but it never. It was never really something pertaining to the technical stuff. It was, you know, me messing up some addresses, you know, and such, you know, messing with some settings because, well, I do happen to have a copy of GBO2, and for those who have played, played the PC version, it ain't good, you know, because they're running the same network architecture as they do with the PS4 version, which that's a bit of a problem because that means that certain things that are a commonplace thing on network ready consoles usually usually facilitate well it usually involves messing with the router if you want to do the same thing on PC. Which, yeah, that's a bummer. Because believe it or not, okay, so we have found the sea. Unfortunately, it's a sea of sand. Where are we? Why am I like in the middle of nowhere? Interesting. So let's see if I'm not mistaken, there should be some fast travel spots. So at the very least, we can haul ass out there. Because I definitely don't want to get stuck on a desert in a fishing stream. Like if this thing gets annoying, just let me know. I'm gonna start up either Far Cry or Terraria, and we're gonna go fishing there. Because I mean I don't necessarily have an incentive to keep on chugging through the desert if all I get is sand. I could definitely use some of that agua. And I definitely don't want to finish my can of pineapples before I end the stream without getting get into the fishing hotspot of the desert. Then again, I could open the new file, but I'm well, I could technically open a file that a save file that where I have more progress and definitely has more locations. But thing with that is that one is stuck on the sea route where I don't happen to have 2B no more. So it it's definitely a problem. Okay, map information unlocked. Quick save. Anyways, hopefully I should have. Oh, is it what I think it is? Because if yes, then we are in luck. We have finally completed our glorious odyssey. If my hunch is correct. Also, let's see. Speaking of games that I do spend a lot of time on, because I think I brought it up like right next to the start of the stream. in like 2013, 2015, when I was in basically late elementary, well, elementary or middle school. I don't know. It's been a long time, but back in the time of the Gang Beasts beta, I uh, I unknowingly managed to actually turn the game into a bit of a sensation in a few classes of in a few classes in the local school. You see, the funny thing is, uh, you know, uh, I was just scrolling from ModDB and suddenly, I think either ModDB or IMDb. I'm not sure. Probably IMDb. That one had the beta file. At the time, the newer version was it the newer uh, the new one with the costumes, etc. was already out on Steam. So I was like, okay, I'm too lazy to go torrent it. So what I'll do is I'll go look for older versions which could be downloadable for free. So I set up a copy. I messed with it. I managed to bind it for keyboard since it was optimized for controllers. I do so for a while, and then my cousin, walks in. He's like, "Oh yeah, found the Oasis," and he's like, "Yo, dude, what are you playing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you see this? That's called Gang Beasts." And I was like, "Yeah, that's neat. Can I get a copy of that as well?" And I'm like, he's pretty keen on games as well, so I went like, why not? And I and you give it like about a month, and he's younger than me, so funny thing was like we were going to the same elementary school. So I think I had a math class. I had one of the classes in my elementary school were taking place in their class, like classes in the space notice and the bit of the schedule when things are being taught. Anyways, so I went there and I just saw two of his classmates just you know sneak off of the class notebook playing playing Gang Beasts. And I mean, funny thing was that it that thing spread out like wildfire. A couple classes over actually picked that thing up as well. And yeah, I basically unknowingly brought the whole thing to elementary. But such a thing wasn't that one sided. I mean, a couple of years before that, when Minecraft was in 1.5.2, I actually got a I actually got a copy of that game, a torrented one, mind you, from from one of his classmates. So yeah, one could even say mutual exchange. Though over the years, I would say that I did more of seeding and contributing than he did. But it's the point is that fun was had and the games were shared. And yeah, speaking of times like that, you know, it's it's definitely a something harder for Zoomers to imagine, but I like probably the first game I ever played, like a first full-on video game. I don't mean web games. I don't mean stuff like that. Was the game Lineage 2 when I was when I was about 5. Now the funny thing is that the most of the smartphones weren't as widespread, so I and usually the the biggest breaks during recess were a little boring because I mean there were the elementary was cliquish as ever, so I usually just stuck with a few other fellows that got left out. And the funny thing was that that's how I met one of my good friends, and he's a PS2 kid. I mean, now he's a PS2 adult. Just like I am an honorary geriatric, as I like to call myself, because I mean I've been raised on a really old stuff. But I digress. And he was trying to LARP as if he's playing Crash Bandicoot, and I was trying to pretend that I'm playing some some shitty early 2000s MMORPG. And funnily enough, like there was one guy that was a few classes above me. Like it had to be like me being in first grade, the other fellow being in either the second or the third grade, and he was really big on 4 story. And the funny thing was that you know when I started getting into a Lego universe, well, I wouldn't necessarily call it getting into a game, because I never really installed it. I had Lego sets. One of them came with an advert for some sort of a MMORPG called Lego Universe, and I just saw the trailers, and I asked mom, and I asked like my mother whether she can get a copy of that for me, and it was back in the day when people were a little more tech illiterate, so I got told no because it's an online game and therefore I'd have to play it all the time. Ah, those were fun days. But yeah, yeah, there's a lot of RPGs that either missed me or I played it like a year before they closed and such. Like I've played Warframe ever since Silver Grove. I've played a lot of the online MMORPG Lego games, Lego Legends of Chima and stuff like that. Even the Lego minifigures online, even though that one was incredibly lackluster and pay to win. But yeah, unfortunately over time there's only so much MMORPGs you can get into your system before you get burned out. Probably the one that I lasted the longest was basically Warframe, and the thing with Warframe was that over time they just kept adding things, and they kept unlocking the new cool things that one would be interested in, and a lot of grind. Like I I played it with my buddies, but a lot of them were super big on League at the time. So guess who had to basically solo the whole clan room building thing? Guess who had to solo the dry dock thing? You know, before they nerfed it, mind you. So I was basically stuck there soloing all that stuff. I just kept on chugging on, and at some point I didn't find it fun anymore. You Obviously, if I got back into it, over time, I could, get it back onto the list that I have fun with. But at the same time, DE has been bought by Tencent, and I don't really want to subsidize CCP owned shenanigans. If you catch my drift. But yeah, analysis garbage. Oh, nice. Car battery based. Whoever threw that thing, whoever threw that battery into the water, based. Oh boy. Speaking of games, now one of the things that I've started playing a lot more was Gundam vs. Gundam Next Boss. Because I had that thing for a while, ever since I started emulating PSP titles. But um, and I'm and I may possibly try to make a tier list for the mobile suit within it. It's just that I'm trying to get people to play the game as well, so that there isn't just me sitting there and being like, yes, the Diablo Quanta is this and this, and therefore I think that while it has many options, I don't like the suit personally, because there's things like the Gundam Ultron, which has the long stretchy hands, which are very funny. I wouldn't want to be forced to, catch people up to speed. And honestly, I definitely need, people to play Next Plus with. Because, dude, one could say that I'm the best Next Plus player in my country. One could even say that I'm the best GitLab player uh, when it comes to the whole Gundam Versus series in my country. Do you know why that is? That's because nobody else plays those games in my country. uh, but yeah, let's keep on fishing. And speaking of Gundam Versus, you know, it's one of the games that made me realize how cool certain mass production or limited mass production mobile suits are. Like, the Gweights from Seed, for example, and even the damn gun cannon. When you watch the anime, you may come out of it realizing that yeah, that's a neat suit, but Gundam's cooler, the Zaku is cooler, the goof is cooler, etc., etc. But you know, once you play those games like Gundam versus Zeta Gundam, you're like a walking artillery unit. That's pretty. That's pretty goddamn badass. you know, and I mean, a lot of people like to meme around with the Zaku 2 being a great pick for a bottoms entry. Like it would probably fit in there well with the green color scheme and such. But I honestly think that if you made the gun cannon a little fatter, it it would fit there seamlessly. Like it's a moving artillery unit, Like in the bottoms, like even though I despise Shining Heresy, there's just something cool about the giant cannon that the burglary dog has on its back. And oh, Patrick, is that you? So yeah, I think that a gun cannon would be a decent mech to be featured in something like Bottoms. Maybe Dogram too. Now that I think about it, and I'm speaking speaking of, well, when it comes to Bottoms, like obviously Kunio Okawara did his best to create the coolest designs possible. You know, I adore the scope dog. I absolutely love the standing tortoise and others. Obviously the burglary dog, the standing turtle, and some more. But honestly, I think that you know you could make such designs work even with some other designers. I mean, if you look at, for example, Ippei Gyobu's stuff, he did stuff for Moon Gundam, he did stuff for IBO and G-Rec, of course. So, I mean, imagine if we got an 80 design by that guy, or a redesign. He really loves his surface details, which, on a very utilitarian design like the AT suits of Bottoms is would definitely be a thing to behold. At least that's my humble opinion. And yeah, I zoomed out so that I can. Well, I tabbed out so that I can actually have some more of the unnamed location specific sweet caffeinated drink, which is not Coke, not nor an RC Cola, nor a Pepsi, but it tastes well nonetheless. Yeah, dude, I wish GBO2 didn't have a dog shit way of connecting to stuff. Oh, nice, another starfish. Because I mean, I I do enjoy it, despite how frustrating the game is. But for some reason, I got a pretty nasty desync fairly recently, and I got the penalty level 2 off of that. I don't know how I did that, but apparently I did. And yeah, some more car batteries. Booyah! You know, now when it comes to GBO, the GBO roster if you count the most recent survey they did hint at, the non-zero chance of possibly adding some AU units. And I am admittedly a bit of a UC purist, so obviously my knee-jerk reaction was hell no. But then my buddy Talos sat me down and was like, dude, but what if they actually give you, grunt suits? And and my sentiment against the edition of AU stuff was immediately overturned because, I mean, if you look at the Jurek Cold Climate type from Gundam X, you're like, booyah, hell yeah, even snowboarding robots, that's awesome. Or, the Gwaze from Seed, or the Din from Seed, or, a Leo from, Wing. That would be fun. And even though I don't like, a lot of machines from G-Reco, because it's G-Reco is a very mixed bag for me, even more than Turn A. But some of the suits, yeah, they could be fun from a gameplay perspective. You know, I think Talos, the was one of the fellows that I talked to from downtown. He started doing a bit of a. He started doing a pretty interesting series on basically how the how the various suits could operate when when incorporated to GBO. And yeah, it appears that I gotta take a bit of a break because my bladder is gonna kill me. So yeah, do not go anywhere. I will be back. I will be right back. I just need to empty my tank, okay? I'll be back in a few minutes. I repeat, do not go anywhere. However, to keep you entertained, I have a meme image, which if I am not where's the, I'm gonna fetch the meme image real quick. Yes, this is the glorious image, and I'm right back. Alright, I'm right back, as I said. So yeah, let's resuming. Hopefully hopefully people didn't tune out. Like, it was a very brief stop. Just to, just so that it wouldn't, it explode. And now Yeah. What do you think, chat? Should I crack open another game to fish in, or you want some more near fishing? Cause I mean I got about 1 more hour to go of runtime, and then I'll go get something for dinner and get back to work on things. So yeah, if you want me to run something else, feel free to suggest. So I'm not opposed to the thought. I mean, if you want me to mess with this thing, I'll mess with this thing. If you don't want me to, if you want me to stick with this fine game, I'm not opposed to that either. And where the hell am I going? I think I got lost once again. Oh, that's actually a way back. Nice. I was almost worried that that I went somewhere I shouldn't be going. So yeah, hopefully I hopefully you're having a damn fine time. Now that I've finally managed to actually make notes like a proper streamer, as opposed to just shooting from the hip and then getting stuck halfway past the sentence just because I just because of some combat encounters coming up. So yeah, good stream, good stream. You know, because I mean, I do think that Nier is a legitimately good game. It's got a fun, engaging gameplay loop. You can go fishing in that one. What more do you want from a game? You can go fishing. you know, and besides, 2B is hot. There's no ifs ands or buts about it. Like, I will be perfectly clear about this. I do happen to have a type, which you know. There's some characters that I somewhat prefer to 2B, but that's just, when it comes to smaller details, but she's pretty cool, nonetheless. Oh, I think, there's an account on the Awful Bird app, which, unlike a lot of other accounts on the Bird app, is a pretty nice account. But so something like that could be said about 99% of JPR Twitter. There's a lot of cool Japanese artists still on the Bird side. Undeterred by the awful hordes of internet crazies that migrated there from Tumblr once Tumblr got rid of wank material, which I'd argue that they should have kept it. The site wouldn't be down. It's one of those things where a big site is like, yeah, we want more advertisers, but sometimes they they do something so ass backwards to the point where it alienates their users. And I'm not super big on that sort of content. I mean, every once in a while, yeah, I do look up some Rule 34 stuff, but yeah, I'm not the type that would, overindulge in it, so to speak. But I still understand that, a customer demographic is a customer demographic, and it's one of the biggest mistakes one can do is, thinking that you can basically pick and choose and completely tailor make your own customer demographic. I mean, you can appeal to whoever you want. The people who stop by and buy your stuff or listen to your stuff or do something like that. That thing's gonna be the way it will be. you know. I guess sometimes one can make things like more appeal to some people while making things less appealing for some others. But generally, there's things where one has a niche, and within that, and trying to specifically focus on specifically pigeonhole oneself to focusing on a niche within a niche is generally not a. Let's see, some Terraria. I haven't cracked that one open in in a few years. Yep, good stream, good meme. Keeps me occupied. You know what? Fuck it. I'm actually okay. I'll catch a few more fish, and then, as the chat demands, I shall go crack open some Terraria. That sound good? That sound good, fellas? I hope so, because I mean, unless you speak up in the chat, I have nothing to go off of. Which, while yes, I do appreciate them lurkers. I'm a lurker myself. But, if you want to be heard, you gotta speak. So, yeah. you know, now that I come to now come to think about it, kind of in retrospect from the whole Crossbone Saga, with the whole Crossbone Saga Part 1 being out. There's a few takeaways that I took from it. I mean, okay, now I'm a little better at, picking music for things. Because back in the day, you could see it in the Unicorn review the most, where I just patchworked the music background off of just whatever I whatever I had on hand, which it didn't go too well, but it's definitely something at the very least. But yeah, one could technically. I'm doing a fairly similar thing to what the Almighty Lolly did with Berserk, as I brought up during that video. And honestly, I have a feeling that I might inadvertently cause people to use that saga as basically a substitute or an audiobook. But it's all good as long as I get to quote Father Reverend Uncle Ruckus, no relations, being like, "Read, nigga, read, um, read Crossbone." Yeah, it's as long as I get to do that, it's all good. Besides, I'm glad that I get to make trailers for it, and there's yeah, I the people I know that I basically star in those um, uh, that star in those out. I was happy with you know, how they felt about doing their bits for the trailer. The Pompey Granite dude was pretty hyped about his VA stuff being used in a more in a now more prominent production. So yeah, yeah, I'm happy that they're happy about being in that one. If when I finally get to doing Skullheart stuff, yeah, I got one dude that wanted to be the old man Ubon's voice. The back in my day, I took 3 DOMs in a single. Well, I took out 6 DOMs in a single ball. That guy. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. And honestly, another thing that might be fun would be one guy called Peppernick. I had him on the podcast a while ago, possibly almost a year ago. When he saw the original trailer and eventually the Crossbone Saga Part One, he was like, "Yo, dude, uh, yo, dude, buddy, friend, even, would you have an empty spot in one of the trailers?" And I'm like, you know, he's got a very good voice for a few things. So if I were to typecast him, I would probably give him the role of Derek Mitchell Nar from Steel 7 when I eventually go and start working on Steel 7. Upon finishing the previous part, of course. Pompey is very good at doing his Damien Karras voice. And honestly, so far I've funnily enough, of overall I've only typecasted about 2 people. Like everyone else, it was like I'm guessing that they might sound close enough, but it's only 2 people and 2 roles that I specifically wanted the specific person to. What was that? And that was Harrison Madden, as portrayed by Midnight Hatter. Because I mean, yeah, first of all, yeah, he's my friend, but second of all, it's because he's got a very, very good laid back voice. Like his reading voice is awesome, and same goes for Pompey's impression of you know Toby, my boy, you've seen too much, didn't you? It is time for you to die. I absolutely love his impression that he did. So yeah, let's I'm gonna turn this one off, then switching over to Terraria. Okay, so system, and yeah, let's hope the capture software doesn't shit itself. So Terraria, let's add that as a new source, and yeah, let's let's hope that. Yeah, Pompey seems like a really cool dude. I mean, from what interactions I've had with the fellow, he's really fun. And now, hopefully, the area shall load. Let's try and oh, awesome. There we go. This already loaded. Let's see, it's there. Yeah, I have a lot of random saves, so I'll just go with fishing time. And this character shall be a classic character. It shall be a guy, and let's make him look like a hobo. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, let's see. Alright. Our glorious hobo magician. Okay, it was a fishing time guy. Now, we shall name it Fibishing. Exactly. Fibishing. Thank you, chat. Glorious. Well, let's play on classic. I know people don't like classic mode. They like expert mode, but we're playing to fish, not to get things. So there we go. We're gonna run that, and yeah, we're gonna end the final stretch of the stream solely with. Well, we're gonna fill it solely with Terraria fishing. And that reminds me, I forgot to finish that tangent with where's the fishing? Yes. I forgot to mention that during the roundabout, how majority of the wholesome Twitter accounts are on the JP side of things. That reminds me, I follow one art account of an artist by the name of Hachinuki-san, and yeah, the dude's really good at drawing. One of the things that he really likes to draw is this OC, which is this broad that he has. It's a little thick, but like not too thick, like on the hot side of thick, And on top of that, she has like dark, somewhat unkempt hair, places on her legs, thick thighs. Almost like if somebody like used their magic powers to find out what my type is and draw exactly that. And then again, I'm not alone in my enjoyment of a certain type of women. So I guess it's more of a coincidence, and many people, well, a few people sharing my my taste, which, yeah, that's nice. All right, let's see what can I make. Of course, I'll a pair of doors. Where's the? There we go. Nice. Gonna make ourselves a wall. Just this makeshift home, which we're basically just using to house the guide, and then we shall go and get ourselves something to fish with. Okay, let's see. Oh, still gotta make more wooden walls. Oh well, I don't mind. Some more. Okay. Should be enough. Now some torches. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I need to make a chair for it to be a suitable habitat. Okay. And now I shall go exploring the underground. Now the reason is, like, not necessarily out of recklessness or a call for adventure. No. I'm just gonna try and get myself just enough stuff to get a fishing rod. Because that, at the end of the day, that is the end goal of playing Terraria. Please don't just save. Just, trying to get myself a decent fishing shack. I guess I'll just have to chop down a tree first. Get myself something for self-defense. A wooden fishing pole. I'll have to get some money to get the merchant to get them. So yeah. Let's make ourselves a quick platform. Okay, do I have a... Yeah, I have enough wood to make myself a sword and the armor. We're gonna have ourselves a very humble defense setup, so that there's less stuff that may harm us. Yeah, well, this is a little slower than my usual runs. I'm just, taking in the vibes. And yeah, in my humble opinion, in my humble and completely non-biased opinion, the Hachinuki-san's OC is very plap worthy. Like, yes, I need that in my life. Inject that shit right into my veins. You hear me? Yeah. Alright, so get ourselves some more wood. I just need to make myself basically a habitat so that, where the... I just need to make a room where the merchant guy can get in, so that I can get myself an animal net, and from there, as you might or might not know, you've probably played Terraria, right? So you know how the thing goes. Get yourself a nice place. There's all these fine things that you can do with it. And of course, you can make walls everywhere, even more walls. And yeah, I guess that'll be the last set of them. Okay. Let's see, let's get some light in there. some more light. And I think that should suffice. See, housing query. Housing is suitable. Good. Okay. Now what we're after is some good old-fashioned bait, so that we can actually you know, go out and get things that we can fish stuff with. Because guess what? Fish gotta bite on something, that's for sure. Okay, I still don't have enough coins, which that's a bummer, but at the very least I do have a... Wait, that's a rope. I got the rope right here! Yeah. I wish I didn't miss out on that show. You know, it seems like a legitimately fun one. Though, you know, as I do reside in the Europe lands, I did miss out on a lot of things that were basically childhood staples of them for a lot of people living in the States, the US. Oh, nice. 2 enemies nearby. Okay, that's gonna come in handy. And hopefully I'm not gonna croak too soon. I still don't have enough enough money, but oh, crap. The hitboxes on the sword are fairly pitiful, however, that does not matter. For we have... Oh, shit. Yeah, I think my character's gonna croak from that. Let's see. Oh, nice, that's a dart trap. I wish I wasn't hit by it, though. Okay, so gonna have to get some more money for the shopkeeper from Legend of Zelda to move in. You know, the guy that was like, oil, ropes, bombs, lamps. You got the coin? We got it. That guy. You know, something tells me that the Marcus guy from Borderlands was supposed to be an homage to that. Because I mean, it's fairly blatant about its inspirations. I guess that it definitely seems like something that okay, where's the money? Where's the money, Lebowski? Exactly. Unfortunately, oh, some more herbs. I can at the very least grow some over here. No, I can't. I think that thing just gets planted in mud. But anyways, at the very least we can beat up the zombie. Which, this is gonna be a little slower than I thought, which is a bummer, but at least it's making a very plappy noise. Yeah. Plap, 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 plap. Plap, plap. Anyways. Now I'm in the desert, trying to mine some sand. reason I'm trying to mine some sand is so that I may get some bottles. Bottles are nice. But I think our character is not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it out of the hood this time. But at the very least, we got ourselves a nice little fishing spot. Which, yeah, that's something I should probably do. Now, we got ourselves a recall potion, so we should be in the clear for the most part. Nice, a fallen star, so we can work on our mana. Unfortunately, we don't really need that. And oh, holy shit! No. Oh well. I mean, I should respawn fairly quickly, so at the very least, I have and I can go get some more stone if I manage to get stuff like that. I might be able to smelt some ores, you know, to pass the time. I mean, Zoomer, exactly. Boom, wah. Okay, let's I'm gonna pause it. Down with the thickness. That sounds fun. I remember putting it legit multiple hundreds of hours in Terraria back in my own uni days. Yep, I mean, I do still play it plenty, but not as much as I used to. Oh, new deal my lolly video dropped for your info. Nice, very nice. I I got it. I gotta do that. And yeah, I wish I read the Gearbox related thing fast enough. Oh yeah, the shopkeeper. Because I mean, I haven't played a lot of the previous Borderlands games. I've only played two, because you know it was on sale. You know it was like a €200 pack of two and pre-sequel for just €8. You know that's that is a fine deal, if I may say so myself. And no, it's not just because of my possible background. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, there is definitely not something in my early life, in the early life section of my Wikipedia. Well, I should probably plant some more torches over here. I know it's gonna look ugly as heck, but at the very least, you know, some sources of light. And booyah, we got a mana star off of that. Gonna get this sunflower. Oh, I need 5 of those. Ah, dang it. Well, yeah, let's see. Okay, let's get ourselves an anvil. And we shall craft stuff. Do I have? I think I should have just enough for some kind of an ingot or something. Oh, nice! I actually got enough for a bucket. And a better fishing rod. Booyah! Things are looking up for us. In that case, I should probably get this thing, because it looks nice. And a better sword. I probably wasted all the useful stuff that I had, but aglets that could at the very least be used for something. And yeah, some chests. And yeah, let's see. I'm definitely gonna keep this, and this. And the rest, I'm gonna keep this one here. This one there, and also. And yeah, let's get the healing potion over there. What the hell? Why'd you do that, guide? Okay, fuck it. I have chosen violence. A fisher must use violence to prevent violence. Or something. I don't know. Let's deposit all. Gonna keep this one, and yeah, I still need some more silver to get the shopkeeper guy to spawn. So I won't begin any oil, any bombs, any ropes before that. So it is time to grind. Oh, shit! That's the Eater of Souls, and hot damn, that was a close encounter. But we got shrooms. And I could technically just go dungeon diving again. Time to pause and check. Oh, the Borderlands, yep. Bottle of water. Oh. Good thing that you brought it up. So I haven't still finished that fine soft drink. Also, yes, the violence has escalated. And yes, I'll be right back to the game. Just had to take a sip. Alright. Let's go. Well. So, chat. I got some good news and I got some bad news. So let's start with the good ones. So the good news is that it looks like I'm gonna be fishing in this thing fairly soon. And the bad news is that it probably won't. I probably won't be able to stretch it out too much because you know, it's almost 7, which I usually run these things till around 7. So yeah, it appears that. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll still, go fishing. It's just that, I probably won't be able to stretch it out too much. But I hope that's not gonna be that much of an issue. Just a little heads up, so that you don't get the impression that I'm just cutting the stream short for some arbitrary reasons. I ain't. It's just, I have a set time where I sort of certain things, such as dinner. And yeah, I do have my routine, and I generally stick to it. So I don't feel like breaking the habit today. Okay, so let's see. Since it's already morning, late. I mean, not here. It's evening here, but it's morning in Terraria. Yeah, I should probably get to gathering some things. And yeah, before some sort of a closing rant since, obviously I don't have much to bounce off of currently, which, that's on me. um, you know, I think I should probably talk about some cool things such as, you ever look into the price of some airsoft guns and you're like, damn, that with that price I'm getting the impression that, you know, I think the real thing would cost me less, that's for sure. Because I mean, well, I do think that, I do have a hunch, and it's a it's likely a very justified hunch that something like a G3, especially from HK, is uh is something that will cost one an arm and a leg, but at the same time, you look at the LCT replica, and that dang thing's quite costly. So yeah, I am somewhat unsure, like which one's more costly. I might look that up after the stream, might not, depending whether I remember or whether I forgot. But it would definitely be something interesting to look into. Anyways, I got myself a cactus pickaxe. Back in my Minecraft era days, I was always like, I wonder what this would look like. I wonder what a cactus pickaxe would look like. Then I found out it would suck. At least, going by Terraria standards. Now come to think about it, I was really big on the cacti as a kid. I don't know why. Like, maybe it's because, I like my plants like I like my women. Low maintenance and dangerous to my health. but yeah, it could be that, shirt lad juniors, well, mini shirt lads, Tism was perhaps enchanted by, enthralled even, by cacti, because cacti are cool. I mean, I have a few, got a few, like, where I reside, and they're generally, like, pretty dang cool, because you gotta water them sometimes, but they're not too demanding. I'm not much of a green thumb, but they're definitely less maintenance heavy than something like the chili plants that I used to have. One Christmas I got a planter, and I got some seeds for that. And it almost was a thing, but then right after it, it had the peppers after it went ripe. It didn't stick around for too much, which, yeah, that's a bummer. Because I was hoping that, I'd get some more the year after and such. But yeah, I mean, it could be, me being a shitty gardener. It could be the conditions for the chili pepper plant not being too stellar. But whatever it was, it was there was definitely something wrong in the process, and hence the chili plant didn't stick around. Which, yeah, that's a bummer. 'Cause, I mean, I really like my spicy stuff. both as in decent vanilla dojins and in terms of food. I really like things that are like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm eating some fucking napalm. Yeah, I'm really into sour things, you know, especially lemon juice. And yeah, okay, let's not die in this very instance. Shall I retrieve my possessions? And possibly, let's possibly become affluent enough to manage to actually get 2 gold. In order to, of course, oh, I almost forgot about the slimes. In order to get the fishing guy, because I don't think I'll get the worm bundle. I mean, not worm bundle, whatever the name of that item that is basically like a crate, but it gives you worms or bait. 'Cause, I mean, as I said, I wanna fish. And I almost forgot that I have a can of fine pineapple chunks in a very convenient tin packaging, just right next beside me. Oh my, shit! How could I ever forget about that? Oh, that's a heresy. It's a heresy, I tell you. Okay, let's see. For some reason, there doesn't seem to be a single proper, a single gold coin in sight, which it's gonna suck. All right, I'm starting to get a lot of ambient stuff from the roommate, so I'm afraid I might possibly cut this short, which that would be a bummer, but unfortunately it seems to be a possibility, which I would like to avoid, but and there's things that I would like, and there's things that are likely to happen. I'll okay. Yeah, I'll have to hurry up a bit. Yeah, at the very least, I'm hoping to get the get the NPC to move in. Okay. Let me. Yep, sleep is important. I mean, it's not sleep is just a general schedule of. I hate the burbs. Prickly. Too cold in my locale for cactus. I was able to grow a green bean. Nice, impressive. Yeah, it's all right. I'll I'll try my best. It's not that dire. Like it's nothing too serious. Just like I should generally stick to a specific time schedule of the day, but it's not necessarily an obligation. It's just booyah. Okay, here's the bombs are a way to go. Now that I think about it, the ambient music kind of reminds me of the. Shit, I have to get my silver again. Um, it kind of reminds me of one track from that Lego Dino Flash game that came out. Shit, it's almost a decade ago. I mean, 7 years maybe. Like that's wild. The fact that there used to be a Lego Dino platformer game where, where it had exactly the same well, it had a very similar BGM track where it went like do 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 do. But yeah, I'll see. I would be able to use this scorpion as a bait, but unfortunately, the local wildlife doesn't like me being alive. Which yeah, it's not a desire that I would approve of. That's for sure. I mean, I think I just trapped myself, but no, not really. Oh, good. There's a way out. Alright then. There's some. I'll try to get some fishing done. Hopefully, I'll get even a humble flounder. Might be today's Terraria fishing goal. But might try to do some mining off camera. Perhaps. Maybe. Okay, I don't know until I get to it. Because there's I'd say there's a lot of stuff on my to-do list, so I wouldn't know. So yeah, I'm gonna look up one thing real quick. 'Cause I wanna see. Oh, more than 50 silver. I have 33. I see. I mean, shouldn't take me too long though. There's the corruption biome, so I might see about it, but thing that I can do real quick is deposit out everything that I don't need. Oh, throwing knives. Nice. That's something that might come in handy, but I mean, I can get myself at least some decent defense by getting cactus gear and now let's see. Tonight I might go and escalate some violence against these. I'm actually gonna use the throwing thing. Oh yeah. Throwing knives is definitely a way to go. It's a very hard to natively. It's very hard to natively find them, but at the very least I got something that I can use to keep myself safe. Which, I mean, I already got 41. 41. 9 more to go. But 41 is a good start. Please do not clip this out of context. Anyways. me being a little spacey aside. There we got 60 something. And yeah, if things start to get tough, I can just beeline it to the base. And now I just want to get enough dosh to for the merchant to spawn. Oh, nice. 2 more silver and I'm basically set for life. I should be able to go fishing. Finally, at last. Thank you very much for your patience. I'm definitely gonna thank my roommates for their patience because I get the feeling that I should definitely use there. Okay, this housing is suitable. And yeah, I guess I'll still have to wait for the merchant to arrive. So yeah, unsuccessful fishing operation aside, this has been a fine stream. I just save and exit. We're gonna be 41 down, 68 to go. Yep. Anyways, I shall switch to the end stream. Thank you very much for watching, and this is Shirtlad signing out. I don't have an outro track, so I guess most of the outro that you would get would be me munching on a piece of pineapple. Yeah, see you guys.